Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss about arithmetic progressions. Arithmetic is nothing but a branch of mathematics which deals with the numbers and its properties. And the arithmetic progression is nothing but talking about the sequences. We will see the definition of a sequence and the arithmetic progressions later, but right now we will see what are numbers we know. So let us see the natural numbers. So most of you know that the natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. Okay. Now I'm not going to ask you the whole numbers, the integers, the rational numbers and the real numbers. But we will discuss about even numbers. Let me put. So what are the even numbers? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on. These are the even numbers. Next we will write down what are odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and so on. These are the odd numbers. Next we will see prime numbers. What are prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and so on. All these are the prime numbers. Okay. Now natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. And prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and so on. If you observe all these numbers, we can find out a common thing here. So let us see what is that. Now if you see the difference between these two terms, the preceding term and the next term, means if you subtract 2 minus 1, the answer is 1. As well as if you subtract 3 minus 2, the answer is 1. If you subtract 4 minus 3, the answer is 1. If you subtract 5 minus 4, the answer is 1. If you subtract 6 minus 5, the answer is 1. 7 minus 6, the answer is 1. 8 minus 7, the answer is 1. If you see the difference between each term, the preceding term and the next term, you are getting it as the difference as 1. Everywhere the difference is 1 and that 1 is constant here. Okay. The preceding term and the next term. 4 minus 2 is 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. 10 minus 8 is 2. And 12 minus 10 is also 2. Now if you observe the difference between the two terms, the two successive terms, we are getting the constant term as 2. Here the constant term is 1. Here the constant term is 2. And if you go for the odd numbers and if you check out the difference between the two successive terms, the preceding term is 1 and the next term is 3, and the difference between these two is 3 minus 1 is 2 again, 5 minus 3 is 2 again, 7 minus 5 is 2 again, 9 minus 7 is 2 again, and 11 minus 9 is also 2 again. Here also you can see the common difference. Okay. Now let us check out this one, that is prime numbers. The difference between these two consecutive terms is 1 and the next two terms is 2 and the next two terms is 2 again. 11 minus 7, that is 4, and 13 minus 11, 2. If you observe in the first case, second case and third case, here the constant term is 1, the constant term is 2 and the constant term is 2 for all these numbers. Whereas here the difference is not constant. Here the difference is 1, 2, 2, 4, 2, which is not constant. Here the difference between the two consecutive terms are differing. The terms, when we take the difference between the two consecutive terms, we are getting a constant difference throughout all the numbers, throughout all the terms. So if we get a constant difference, then we can call it as a sequence. Okay. Whereas here prime numbers is not a sequence because the difference is not constant. Here the difference is constant, therefore we can call natural numbers, even numbers and odd numbers, all these numbers are sequence. So now let us see what is the definition of a sequence. Some numbers which are arranged in a definite order according to definite rule is called a sequence. Okay, now let us see the definition of the arithmetic progression. A sequence in which each term differs from its preceding term by a constant term is called an arithmetic progression. And the short form of the arithmetic progression is AP. We'll represent it as AP. Now I'll write a sequence. Let me start with the number 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20 and so on. Now what I do is, I'll name this term T1. I'll name this one as T2, this one as T3, this one as T4, this one as T5, and this one as T6, and this one as T7. And if I continue, I don't know a number here because it's a continuous process. I don't know a number, so I'll generalize a number there and I'll write it as Tn. Okay, first term I'm taking as T1, T2, T3, T4 and so on up to nth term in the sequence. Okay, now what is T1 here? It is 2. What is T2 here? It is 5. What is T3 here? It is 8. What is T4 here? It is 11 and continues. Now let us see whether this is a sequence or not. So how to check out whether this number is a sequence or not? If you see the difference between the consecutive two terms, and if the difference remains constant, then we can say it is a sequence. So let us check it out that. So D is equal to, what I do is I'll subtract T2 minus T1. I will subtract T2 from T1 from T2. That is T2 minus T1, which is nothing but 5 minus 2, which is nothing but 3. So 5 minus 2. Next, I will take the third term and subtract the second term. That is 8 minus 5, which is nothing but 3. So I will take the next term, T4 minus T3. The successive term and the preceding term. Successive term minus the preceding term. So what we will get, 11 minus 8, which is equal to 3. And if you observe, the differences, we are getting it as a constant number, that is 3. So here the difference is constant, therefore I can say this is a sequence. 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20 and so on is a sequence. Previously when we done, we got difference as 3. Okay, so what is this 2? This 2 is nothing but I am taking it as A plus, and this 3 I'll take it as D, that is A plus D. Okay, next, what is the third term? It's 8. So this 8 I can write it as 2 plus 6. Okay, see, first term I am taking it as A, second term I am taking it as A plus D, because for the preceding term we will add the difference to get the next term. For preceding term we will add the difference, that is 3, to get 5. For the preceding term we will add the difference, that is 3, to get 8. For this number we will add 3 to get 11. So we are adding, for every term we are adding the difference. So here also we will do the same thing. 2 plus 6 is nothing but 8. So what I do is 2 plus this 6 I can write it as 2 into 3. It's nothing but 2 is nothing but, I can take it as A, this 2 I can take it as A plus 2 into this 3 I can take it as D. So what I'll get at last? A plus 2D. So what is the third term I am getting? Third term I am getting it as A plus D. Now if you check out, first term I am getting it as A, second term I am getting it as A plus D, third term I am getting it as A plus 2D. Similarly, if I take the fourth term, what I'll get? See, first term A, second term A plus, can I write it as 1D? D means I can write it as 1D. So second term is A plus 1D, means from 2 if you subtract 1, then you will get 1D. From 3 if you subtract 1, you will get A plus 2D. Similarly, from 4, if you can write this as, let us see that, 11. 11 can be written as 2 plus 9. 2 plus 9 can be written as 3 into 3. 2 plus 3 into 3. 2 plus 3 into 3. 3 into 3 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 12. Sorry, 11. So 2 plus 2, I can write it as A plus 3 into D. So this can be written as A plus 3D. So the fourth term, I am getting it as A plus 3D. Here the term is 4, but I am getting here it as 3, means 4 minus 1. So if I continue like this, for example T5, then I'll get it as A plus 4D. If I take T6, A plus 5D. Similarly, if I take Tn, here if you see, if it is 2, then I'm taking 1 here, means 1 less than 2. If it is 3 here, I'm taking 1 here, I'm getting it as A plus 2D. It is 1 less than the third term. So here if you see fifth term, A plus 4D, sixth term, A plus 5D. So similarly, if I take Tn, then I'll get it as A plus one number I should write less than this, that is n minus 1 into D. So this is the general formula for the nth term, that is Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now let us do this problem. Show that 6, 11, 16, 21, 26 and so on is an AP. AP means arithmetic progression. We have to prove that this given sequence is an arithmetic progression. So how to prove that this is a sequence and the given sequence is an arithmetic progression? If we show that the difference between the two consecutive numbers, the preceding number and the next number, the difference is same, the difference is constant, then we can say it is a sequence and we can say it is an AP. Okay, so let us find it out. So first we have to find out the first term, then we have to find out the common difference. So the given sequence is 6, 11, 16, 21, 26 and so on. So from this I'll trace out what is first term and second term and third term. This is T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 and so on. Now to prove that they have the common difference, we need to subtract T2 minus T1, T3 minus T2, T4 minus T3, and if we get the same constant term, then we can say this is an AP. So let us do that. So let me find out the common difference. Before that, we need to find out what is the first term, that is A, that is nothing but T1, which is nothing but 6. This is the first term. Now let us do the second one, that is common difference, means we have to find out what is D, common difference. So what is D? T2 minus T1, it's nothing but 11 minus 6, which is nothing but 5. Then T3 minus T2, T3 is 16 minus T2 is 11, then we'll get it as 5. Then T4 minus T3, T4 is 21 minus T3 is 16, then we'll get it as 5. If you see all the differences, all the difference we are getting it as a constant term, therefore I can say this sequence which have a constant difference is nothing but an AP. So we proved that this sequence is an AP. Equation 11, 5, minus 1, minus 7, minus 13 and so on is an AP. So whenever he says we have to show it as an AP, then what we have to do, the first step, we have to find out whether it is having a constant difference between the consecutive numbers. Next, write down its first term, nothing but 11, and we have to find out the common difference. Then only we can say it is an AP if the common difference is constant. And the third one, we have to find out the 12th term. Okay, here we will use the Tn formula, that is what we have derived previously, the nth formula, and we will find out the 12th term. Okay, so first we will solve one by one. So let me write the sequence first. 11, 5, minus 1, minus 7, minus 13 and so on. This I have to show it is an AP. So let me write what is the first term. Always I'll take first term as A, so that is 11. Then the second one, common difference, that is D. Nothing but we will take this one as T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 and so on. Somewhere here we will get some number as T12, and that we are going to find it out. Okay, now we will find out the common difference. So as usual, D is nothing but T2 minus T1, that is T2 is 5 minus T1 is 11. 5 minus 11 is minus 6. Next, T3 minus T2, T3 is minus 1 minus T2 is 5, it's nothing but minus 6 again. Let us see T4 minus T3, T4 is minus 7 minus, and T3 is minus 1. So what we will get? Minus 7 minus minus will become plus 1, which is nothing but again minus 6. Now if you observe, the common difference is minus 6. Therefore, the common difference is minus 6, and it is a constant term, and we can say this whole given progression is an arithmetic progression. Now let us find out the third one, that is T12. So before finding out what is T12, that is the 12th term, before finding the 12th term, let us write the formula. Tn is equal to, previously I derived the formula, if you remember, Tn is nothing but the first term plus one number less than this, that is n minus 1, into the common difference. This is a formula for finding out the nth term. Here we need to know what is A, here we need to know what is N, and here we need to know what is D. A we have 11, D we have minus 6, and N nothing but 12. So A is, we have 11, D is minus 6, and N, which term we have to find out? 12th term. So therefore N is equal to 12. Substitute these values here. So therefore T12 is equal to A plus, that is 11 plus, keep open the bracket, N minus 1, that is 12 minus 1, N is 12, into D. What is D? D is minus 6. So what we will get? 11 plus 12 minus 1 is 11 into minus 6. This is equal to 11 plus 11 into minus 6 is minus 66. So this you will get it as 11 minus 66, which is nothing but minus 55. Therefore, the 12th term is minus 55. So this is a way we can find out the values. We'll see one more problem now. Okay, now let us see this problem. Find the nth term of the AP. 5, 11, 17, 23 is the sequence. We have to find out the nth term of the AP. Using it, after finding the nth term, by using the nth term, we have to find out the 11th term and the 21st term. Okay, so to find out the 11th term and the 21st term, we need to find out what is A and what is D. Okay, so let us do this. So let us write the sequence 5, 11, 17, 23 and so on. Okay, now from this A is 5 and D is T2 minus T1, that is T2 is 11, T1 is 5, so 11 minus 5, which is 6. Let us find out one more whether this is correct or not. T3 minus T2, T3 is 17, so 17 minus 11, which is nothing but 6. So therefore we got the D value as 6. We got A value as 5 and the D value as 6. Now we have to find out the nth term of an AP. Generally we know what is the nth term formula. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now we will substitute what is A and what is D in this. That is Tn is equal to A is 5 plus n minus 1 into D is 6. That is 5 plus, now multiply 6 with these two numbers. N into 6 is 6n minus 1 into 6 is minus 6. Now see here, plus 5 minus 6, you will get it as 6n minus 1. So what we got? Therefore Tn is equal to 6n minus 1. Now we got Tn value. Next what we have to find out? We have to find out the 11th term. So let us find out the 11th term. So to find out the 11th term, what is the formula again we can use? A plus 10D. Because if it is 11, we have to subtract one number from it, that is you will get it as 10d. So a plus 10d. So what is a here? It's 5 plus 10 into d is 6, that is 5 plus 60, which is equal to 65. So therefore T11 is equal to 65. As well, even we can use this one and we can find out the answers. Let us find out the 21st term by using this one. General formula we have used, that is a plus 10d, and this one we are using Tn is equal to 6n minus 1. So here 6 into, let us write the formula, Tn is equal to 6n minus 1. Here you need to understand, I am using a general formula here. In this I am using a general formula, that is T11 is equal to a plus 10d, and also I am using what I got here, Tn is equal to 6n minus 1. So Tn is equal to 6n minus 1. Here the n value is 21. So in place of n I'll write 21 minus 1. So 6 into 21. So you will get it as 126 minus 1, which is equal to 125. So let us try out not only with this formula, let us try out with this formula. T21 we can write it as a plus 20d. A is 5, 20 into d is, d we got it as 5, sorry, d we got it as 6. So 5 plus 20 into 6 is 120, which is nothing but again 125. So by using Tn formula we got 125, even by using what we derived here we got 125. So both the ways we can do this problem. Okay, now we understood. If you won't follow, please pause my video, try to understand and further proceed. Okay, let us see one more problem. Now let us see this problem. This is not like the previous problem. How many terms are there in AP? Already saying this is an AP, and he is asking you to find out how many terms are there. And the sequence is 41 to 41, 38, 35 and so on up to the last term is given, that is minus 1. So from 41 to minus 1 we have to find out how many terms are there. T1, T2, T3 and so on. This is how many terms, the nth term. How many terms are there? How many last terms are, last term is minus 1. So how many terms are there in the sequence we have to find out. So we will use the same formula, that is Tn formula. Let us write down the sequence first. 41, 38, 35 and so on minus 1 is in AP. Already he said this is AP. This is AP. So we need not prove, we need not find out what is D, what is A and all those things to find out whether it is an AP or not. Already it is an AP. So let us take the values. A is equal to 41 and D is T2 minus T1. Second term is 38 minus first term is 41. So you will get it as minus 3. So D value is minus 3 and A value is 41. Now what we have to find out is the last term, the n value we have to find out. What is the n? How many terms are there? How many terms are there means what is the value of n we have to find out. But the given value for the last term is minus 1. So the last term Tn is equal to minus 1. The last term is minus 1. What is the formula for Tn? A plus n minus 1 into D is equal to minus 1. We don't know the value of n, so we are going to find out the value of n. Now we will substitute what is A and what is D here. A is 41 plus n minus 1 into D. D is minus 3 is equal to minus 1. So 41 plus, now let us multiply plus into minus. You will get it as minus 3 into n is 3n. Minus into minus plus 1 plus 3, 1 into 3 is 3 is equal to minus 1. 41 plus 3 is 44 minus 3n is equal to minus 1. Let me do it here. So we got 44 minus 3n is equal to minus 1. I'll send 44 that side. You'll get it as minus 3n is equal to, when I send 44 here, you'll get it as minus 1 minus 44. Here it is plus 44, it becomes minus 44. So minus 3n is equal to minus 45. Minus 1 minus 44 is minus 45. Cancel minus on both sides. You will get 3n is equal to 45 So n is equal to 45 by 3. So therefore n is equal to 15. So how many terms are there? Totally 15 terms are there. 1, 2, 3 and so on up to 15 terms are there. The 15th term is -1. So this is the way you have to you can find out how many terms are there in a given sequence. Okay? Which term of the AP, that is 72, 68, 64, 60 and so on, is 0. In the previous problem he asked totally how many terms are there, means how many terms are there in the AP, the total number of numbers are there in the AP. But here he is asking 72, 68, 64, 60 and so on, and the 0, at which term we will get the value 0 from in the sequence 72, 68, 64, 60, like that. When it continues, at which point, at which term we will get 0, that we have to find out. So let us take that also as nth term and we can find out. So let us write the sequence 72, 68, 64, 60 and so on. Okay, and let us take the nth term as 0. Okay, now this is T1, T2, T3, T4 and so on. Now we will find out what is A, that is 72. The first term itself is A, that is 72, because we have to substitute A value in the formula, and we will find out the difference, that is T2 minus T1. Since he said it is an AP, directly we can take 68 minus 72, that is equal to 4. So the D value is 4, sorry, minus 4. We'll get it as minus 4. So D value is minus 4. Now we will use Tn formula to find out what is, where at which term we get 0. So let me write Tn is equal to 0. So that is A plus n minus 1 into D is equal to 0. That is 72 plus n is n minus 1 into D is minus 4 equal to 0. So 72 plus, we will multiply, plus into minus is minus, n into 4 is 4n, minus into minus is plus, 4 is equal to 0. Okay, 72 plus 4 is 76, minus 4n is equal to 0. So we will do here, so minus 4n is equal to 0 minus 76, and we will get it as minus 4n is equal to minus 76, and we will minus cancels on both sides. So n is equal to 76 by 4, and this we will get it as 4 ones, 4 nines. So therefore n is equal to 19, means T19th term is 0. The 19th term is 0. Okay.